Yo, welcome back to the franchise. Today we got top 50 wide receivers Dynasty 2025-2026. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like, and let's jump right into it. All right. So, to start off my rankings, we got Jamar Chase. Because, it's Jamar Chase. Simple as that. It's Jamar. You can think Jefferson's better. He's not. Look at the numbers. Maybe talent-wise, Jefferson's better, but I'm sorry. Does Justin Jefferson have Joe Burrow? No, he got J.J. McCarthy. So, Jamar, welcome to number one overall receiver. Well deserved. But number two, I'll give you to Justin because he's just, even though he doesn't have the best quarterback, he's just that darn good. And maybe JJ is like that. So, maybe. Next. These are all home runs, man. Locks. Malik. Some people are like, what about CD? CD's nuts. All right? I don't care. Malik is just a better prospect, a better athlete, and he is just going to keep going, keep developing. Hopefully Jackson Dart is that guy. The only way I could see you saying CD over Malik is if Dak is because of Dak. Dak is way better for sure, but Dak's also 31, retiring soon. And I don't know. I mean, Malik produced without a quarterback last year, so I don't see why he can't produce again this year. And he's better than CD. I don't care what you say. I don't care. He's better. Not by a lot, but he's better. Because right after him, CD. CD Lamb. I know I just talked a lot of ish on him, but he's still a dog, okay? And, those guys are in a tier above everyone else. You can't dispute it, okay? It's easy. It's locked. But next tier below, A tier, my dog, ain't give a piss about nothing but the pride. Amon-Ra St. Brown. This is PPR, by the way, because if it wasn't PPR, you couldn't really put him there. But if you ain't playing PPR, what you doing, man? Okay? St. Brown, he's just consistent, man. He doesn't have the, the awe effect like the guys above him right now. But I don't care. Shma, brah. St. Brown's getting you 16 to 17 points per week on average. And, he's just that guy, number one target in Detroit, and there's no replacing him. So, that's him. Next, we gonna put big ol' Poker. What can I say? Matt Stafford's still throwing to him. And I had Cooper Kupp last year, and it didn't seem to matter. It was Puka's show. Cooper Kupp's gone. Puka's third year coming up. I don't know where he came from, but all I do know is that he's darn good at football, and I want him on my team. After him, we'll do BT, Brian Thomas. Where are you at? There he is. This dude low-key looks like Jake Sully from Avatar. And Jake Sully in Avatar is an absolute madman beast, and that's exactly what Brian Thomas is. He is an alien, and he's top tier. And the Jaguars are going to be a problem with him and Travis. I wouldn't be too worried about Mr. Hunter. Like, Trevor Lawrence can support the both of them. I think Brian Thomas continues to take the next jump if he can. Like, he ain't going to regress is what I'm saying. Like, Travis is going to help him, not hurt him. After that, Nico. Another just freak of nature, man. He got hurt last year. Texans had a disappointing end of the season. But if everything goes right, Nico Collins, C.J. Stroud, and the Houston Texans, revenge season. Don't put him off because they had a bad year. And then don't put him off, okay? Like, one injury. He good. Tier down here. No, not Marvin. Not yet, Marvin. Where is he? There he is. Drake, MF London, man. Oh, thank goodness they drafted Penix, because he'd be screwed without him. Kirk just wasn't the guy. He couldn't get back from that Achilles. And Drake still produced last year. and he's going to produce again. He's only going to get better as Penix gets better and more experienced. Drake's only going to get better. He's the number 1 target, not even close, and he's a freak of nature, USC product. After him, we go in Marvin, yeah. Marvin, bro, you need to learn how to take a picture, dog. That smile creeping me out, bro. His smile has nothing to do with how good he is at football. Because, man, he's good at football. Okay, don't forget who he was 2 years ago at OSU. And he had a darn good rookie season. I don't care what you say. Like, he wasn't Malik Neighbors. But if you look at his numbers, he's a way above average rookie receiver. And he's only going to get better. And him and Kyler are only going to get... They got another out there. They got their first offseason in together. Yeah, look out for Marv. He's just so young, man. You can't just discount these guys because of bad rookie years or bad year. Like, if you got them, hold them, man. Like, trust the process. Joel Embiid. Yeah. Smithy and Jiggy. He's so good. He's so good. And I don't care that Geno's gone. The Seahawks are going to figure it out. And the 2 guys in front of him last year are gone. 2 certified dogs are gone. And this offense belongs to JSN. And he's now wide receiver 1. Whoever's throwing to him. It don't matter. He's that good. Brad McConkey. Finally, man, another like a good white receiver, man. A few and far between, but just happy to see him up here. He's actually so good, and he's not just like a Wes Welker, Danny Amendola. Like, he's a dog. Not that those guys aren't dogs, but he's like a number 1. And he's like I feel like he's kind of like St. Brown a little bit. But yeah, Herbert throwing to him. He's only going to get better, bro. Second year. That whole roster's so young. Jim Harbaugh, second year, bro. We might even be able to see him start moving up these ranks. It's hard for me to do it above like Marv because he's such a good prospect, but man, lad is so good. So good. AJ Brown. He'd be higher. You know how good he is, but it's dynasty and he's getting older, so we gotta put him down here a little bit, just a little. No disrespect, just gotta move him down a little bit because of age. All right. Next. We're just rapid firing these today. I'm trying to speed up these videos. Garrett Wilson, and he's gonna be C tier. Man, he was actually so good last year for bits of the season. He was a wide receiver 5 for a long time, and you wouldn't have believed it with how horrible the Jets were. Horrible. Thank goodness A-Rod is out of there. He is a cancer to any team, in my opinion. And I think the whole state of New York wanted him gone, and everybody else, they just wanted that guy gone. And hopefully Aaron Glenn can turn it around and Justin Fields can get the ball to Garrett Willie again. He's so young. He's such a great talent. Like, I ain't giving up on him. Circumstance similar to Breece Hall, you just can't give up on these certified dogs. You gotta, take the good with the bad. Sometimes you're gonna have bad seasons, and you can give up on guys or you can hold. And in my opinion, I'd say Garrett Wilson's a hold. If you're gonna sell him, wait till he cooks this year, then sell him. Next, controversial or not, this kid is the truth. Travis Hunter. People think he's a defensive back. People think he can't run routes. People think this. People think that. People forget. People forget who he is and what he is. Man, he is like nothing I've ever seen. His instincts are crazy. His ball tracking skills are crazy. He's a crazy athlete. Saw what he was doing on any given Saturday to think that he can't do that in the NFL. And now all these videos in training camp coming out of how his route running is bad and he's not going to be able to separate. Don't let it get to you. Don't let the noise get to you. Draft him. If you got a rookie draft and you got the 102, draft him. Draft him. I don't know where he's going in startup drafts, but draft him. Don't overthink this, bro. They drafted him for offense. You don't trade away that many picks, that many first rounders for somebody to play cornerback. You do that to play a receiver, the most expensive non-quarterback position in the NFL. Look at all these studs at the top. Do you think they drafted a corner? No. They drafted one of these. They want him to become one of these dogs. They want him to be a Justin Jefferson-esque player. And that's exactly what he's going to become. So take him and get yourself a cheap, easy Justin Jefferson. We're going to keep it on with the rookies. T-Mac! T-Mac! People will switch these two guys around in rookie leagues. It's tough. It's tough. They're both good. Both great. Both certified rookie studs. Yeah, I like Travis' landing spot a little bit better. I don't know, actually. He's got a better quarterback, but he's got more competition. So it's really even. And Bryce Young, low-key, is going to... I know he's going to be him eventually. Hopefully this year. I mean, we saw some sparks last year. I'm thinking this year he can put it together. And T-Mac is the wide receiver one there. So, I mean, I put the film on last year when I don't know who they were playing, but all I know is I saw Tedero going for 300 and some yards and 4 touchdowns. And I knew, like, last season during Dynasty, I'm like, dude, Tedero McMillan, I want him in next year's draft. And then the season went on, and I'm like, I still want him. And I almost took him over Travis, but I just couldn't do it, man, because of Travis's generational talent. I couldn't pass up on it, so that's what I did. And I really think I made the right choice. I guess time will tell. Mr. Higgins. T. Higgins. T. Higgins. T. Higgins is just another guy, man. The best wide receiver 2 in the NFL. And yeah, I don't know. I think he got another franchise tag. Poor guy. Maybe not. I think so, though. And that's just backwards. Like, pay this man. He's too good to not be a wide receiver 1. He's just behind the best receiver in the NFL. So, yeah, he's C tier just because of the targets there. Devontae Smith. Hi, Devontae. Hi. The second best wide receiver 2 in the NFL. Well, then I got frickin' Travis Hunter to do that. He's one of them top wide receiver 2s, along with the rest of this list right here. And Schmitty, he's a little inconsistent, but he's so talented, and he's still so young, and the Eagles are Super Bowl champs, sadly. He's going to get the rock, and he's going to be a dog. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rome Odunze. The fact that he held his value through the offseason is still just like this top-tier dynasty, asset, even though he didn't have a great season, just tells me all I need to know about him. 10th overall pick, Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, other guys to worry about there. Wide receiver 2, who knows, maybe wide receiver 1 soon if, these rumors about DJ Moore continue and he's gone eventually. Rome moves up multiple spots. He's so talented. In an extremely talented class last year, he was the 3rd, I think, receiver off the board at spot number 10. And don't let his bad season dictate what you do with him this offseason, because next season is his season. That's a lot of seasons. Rashi. I almost traded my whole darn franchise for him last year. But I didn't. And thankfully I didn't, because he got hurt. And that's the risk. Is he going to be the same player he was since he tore his knee? I sure wasn't. I'm not in the NFL. Never was going to be. Rashee Rice is. SMU product attached to the best quarterback in the NFL. He's fallen in, value because of it. Great time to buy him, because he's going to continue to be who he was before he got hurt. Promise, Dad. Promise, Dad. Zay Flowers. Like him. I think he had... I don't know, man. Every time I watched a game last year, I don't know the stats on it, but every time I watched a game, he had like 20 targets and like at least 12 catches. And they throw him little dinks and dunks, but he's also a deep threat too. Lamar Jackson's #1 option. Going into his 3rd year, he's in his prime. Zay Flowers, everybody. Lightning in a bottle. Electricity. And yeah, I mean, I think he's properly ranked. You can't put him much higher than this, but you can't put him much lower because he's just that good. I had him lower. But you look into the details of this thing, and of course you look into George Pickens getting booted. Wide receiver 1. And what backs it up? His contract, bro. He's like the 5th highest paid receiver. I don't know how old he is, but he's like above that. He's got a 5-year deal for like man, was it $34 million a year or something? I don't remember. But he's just that good. And I don't care if he's 27 or whatever he is. 5-year contract, #1 Pittsburgh Steelers receiver, and it's DK Metcalf. Did they utilize him perfectly in Seattle? No. Are the Steelers going to figure out a way to utilize him perfectly? I think so, man. I believe in the Steelers. I believe in Mike Tomlin. And I believe they believe in DK Metcalf. So, yeah. I love him. Xavier. I don't even love Xavier, but he's at the Chiefs. He's the fastest receiver right now. That could be controversial. I don't know. His 40-yard time speaks for itself. He had a really good season last year. Inconsistent, but he kind of, started hitting his stride at the end of the year. And I don't see why that doesn't continue with the little 1-2 punch of him and Rashee. So, yeah, we'll put him up here. We'll put Waddle up here. Waddle, man. I don't love it. I don't love him. I don't love the Miami Dolphins offense, I guess. They just like last year. Oh my gosh. I drafted Jalen Waddle. I traded him. I acquired Tyreek Hill for cheap. I think I traded in week 4 or 5. I traded McLaurin in week 4. He had those 2 dud weeks, and then he had 2 back-to-back 20-point weeks. I'm like, I'm selling him high. Sold him high. I got Tyreek Hill. I was like, bro, I just killed this trade. Every single game. 27 different passes to the running back. Boom, Devin Achane. Boom, Devin Achane. Boom, Jonnu Smith. What? Throw it to Tyreek. Throw it to Jalen. They don't do it. They're so good, and they don't throw it to him. I'm so hopeful that they can just, do something about that, and maybe this year we'll actually get some passes past 5 yards to the, your best receivers, bruh. Maybe. These guys that are just known as being super fast, electric, great wide receivers. Maybe you throw to them. Maybe. Think about that, Mike McDaniels. Just consider that for me, please. Because Jalen Waddle deserves it. And once I get to Tyreek Hill, he deserves it. So, the judges really comes down to you. Do you think that they'll actually take the thumb out of there and start being smart and giving it to their best players? Seems like a logical thing to do. Will they do it? Only God knows. Jordan. Flavin Addison. Oh, wait, he's up here. Yeah, he's good, man. He's inconsistent, but he's good. He's a good wide receiver, too, behind Justin. And, I don't know what else to say about him. He's good. He ain't great, but he's good. And he'll get you points. So he's going to be up in this tier. I think that's where he belongs. Comment if you disagree. Oh, this is where it gets tough. This is where it gets tough, but I'm going to do it. J-Mo. J-Mo. Yeah. My favorite player on the Lions. I think Gibbs is actually my favorite, but J-Mo's #2. Oh my gosh. He's so fast, and he's developing, and last year he took a huge jump, and they're worried about him getting traded or, or just let go or whatever. Not going to be with the Lions. He's going to be with the Lions. And we might see him start to do this. Start climbing the ladder. Maybe get up into that C tier. The only questions I really have are our OC, the guy from the Broncos. I forget his name. But the Broncos had a great passing attack last year, so I'm not that worried. It's just new. But I trust Brad Holmes, and I think he hired the right guy. And so, yeah, wheels up for Jameson Williams. He's kind of like Jalen Waddle a little bit. Yeah, I'd compare him to Jalen Waddle, but faster. One pride. George Pickens. Hard to rank him. Uber talented behind CeeDee Lamb. But Dallas needed a receiver bad, so they got one. They got a dog. Could this be too low for him? Definitely. I had him lower, though. I had him way lower. I had him at, I guess not way lower. I think I had him at wide receiver 32 before the trade, so I moved him up. Do I need to move him up more? We'll find out. I think for now it's a pretty good spot for him. But y'all know who he is. He's the jump ball, ball tracking wizard lizard animal that we know as George Pickens, NFL young boy. And yeah, he's going to show out this year. Terry McLaurin, you'd love to put him higher, but he's just old. We know this. We know he's older. We knew it last year. What is he, a top 8, top 6 receiver, top 5 fantasy receiver last year? So he's definitely got a couple years left, especially with Jaden now. He's got kind of been revitalized. I don't think he's thinking about retirement anytime soon, and I don't think the Commanders are thinking about getting rid of him anytime soon. So, that being said, I'd like to move him higher. I'm not going to, just because of his age. But doesn't mean he's worthless by any means. It's just, these are dynasty rankings. And bro is going to be, he ain't going to be here as long as these guys. So that's where he is. You know what? No, I've rethought my decision. I've rethought it heavily. Call me crazy. Mid-video, putting him back up here. I think that's better. Am I getting my redraft feelings mixed in with this video? Maybe. Do I love Terry? Scary Terry? I sure do. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think that's fair. Next. DJ Moore. High hopes for him. I don't know. I had high hopes for him. And then last year, kind of disappointing. Kind of extremely disappointing. He kind of looks like he doesn't want to be in Chicago. Disappointing. Even with all the stuff that they got, all the good that they got going on, it doesn't seem like he wants to be there. But it's a lot of rumor. And that's a lot of me observing him body language-wise on the field. So, nothing set in stone. He's so good. He's very good. Will Ben Johnson like him? Talks are no. Facts are we don't know. So, he's down here right now. He's definitely getting older. And I like a guy they drafted way more than him. So, a lot of mouths to feed. Is he the number one? He is. How much longer will he be the number one? I don't know. E tier. Chris. Come on, Chris. Get up here. Chris Olave. He's still 24. Crazy, right? 24. See a Derek Carr, and everybody's going to be freaking out. But I think it's a good thing because Derek Carr and him never clicked. Not once. They were horrible. One of my league mates, OSU fan, not going to name names, JT, he loves Chris Olave and taking him in any Ohio State receiver, which is fair. They're dogs. And he always takes Chris, or always ends up with Chris. And the last couple of years, Chris has always sucked. And he's always hurt. So that's why he's this low. But I haven't given up on him. I think he can definitely make a jump. I actually kind of believe in Tyler Show, or Shuck, or however you pronounce it. And I don't know. I just have this feeling that Chris Olave resurgence season is this year. So, yeah. Even though I just talked so down on him, I think he can bounce back. Next, another OSU guy, Emeka Egbuka. A lot of miles in Tampa, blah, 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 blah. Take him in your rookie drafts, blah, 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 blah. Take him. Take him. Mike Evans is not washed. He's going to be done soon. Chris Olave, going to be done soon. Both of them get hurt all the time. Both of them are coming off big injuries from last year, especially Chris. Ibuka is Chris Olave reincarnate. Why draft Ibuka if you have Chris Godwin? I don't know. Maybe he's not healing the way you thought he would in the offseason. Maybe you guys don't think he's going to be the same. Maybe he's just an insurance policy, you know? If he's an insurance policy, that thing about to be rung up, and they're going to use Ibuka, bro. And even if they don't this year, it ain't going to be long until he's wide receiver 1 there, and you're going to wish you took him when you could have. So, yeah, take Ibuka at the 108, man. Take him at the 107 maybe. 108 might be the earliest I take him in rookie drafts, but, bro. Elite prospect. Just want to say it. Elite prospect. He's an elite prospect. And elite prospects do very well in the NFL. You know who wasn't an elite prospect by like a smidge on the ratings? Who was just a great prospect? Tedero McMillan. He barely missed it. Like he's right on the line. Like he is like 0.01 away from being elite. Ibuka is elite. And people are scared to take him when he's low-key a better prospect than Tedero McMillan. So, a little cup of tea for you to think on and sip on. Next. Jerry Jeudy. Can't believe what I witnessed from him last year, but they wrote him off, and like Geno, he ain't right back. He's found his home in Cleveland, and he's going to find the end zone next year. Take him. Tyreek Hill. Really tough. He just fell off so hard, and he's old, and there's talks of retirement. And my spiel about the Dolphins applies to him even more, and he's older than Waddle. So, yeah, that's why he's as low as he is. And it doesn't feel right to have him this low in rankings, but the truth hurts, man. Truth hurts. Ayuk, he could move up, man. I don't know. I don't like him. It feels like to me like he's just a guy that's not gonna, make it in the league. He had a couple good years. Could I be dead wrong on him? Yeah, but tell me my vibes are off. Tell me I made a bad judgment on him. I don't think I did. I just can't with the 49ers right now. Matthew Golden. Yeah, I don't know what to think about him. He's fast. He can separate. The Packers picked him at 22. But there's a lot going on in Green Bay, and I know this guy's going to be their number 1. So he could definitely move up real quick, but I feel like him and Ibuka in the same tier is definitely fair. I'd take Ibuka over him easy. And who knows? We'll see what he blossoms into, but yeah, he's a great player. So Mike Evans. Big Mike. I think he single-handedly saved my season last year. Got him for cheap. Bro got his 1,000 yards again. Barely. He got hurt. He's old. He'll be good for a year. This could be his last year. It could be. I know we said it last year. He's still going to produce. This year, unless he gets hurt again. But for Dynasty, man, we don't know when he's going to retire, and it just feels like it's going to be soon. I think he's, 32, 33? I don't even know. He's old for a receiver. Next. No, I'm not putting him there. Josh Downs is who I'm putting there. People forget about Josh Downs. They forget about him, and they don't like Anthony Richardson's accuracy. Well, he produced with Anthony Richardson. He's their best receiver. He's electric slot. He gets all the little checkdowns that Anthony can actually hit. Sometimes. I'm not going to say he can actually hit those because that's probably not true. But he can get them good enough, Like, he's not a great quarterback yet. But Josh Downs seems to do just fine without him. I like him, and he's still young. Take him over Pittman in a heartbeat, and I think most people would. And yeah, I just don't forget about him, is all I'm saying. Matter of fact, yeah, that's better. Matter of fact, above Mike. Okay. Yeah. I guess we can put Ricky Bobby Pearsall. Man, he was a fun watch at Florida. And he's still that same guy. He got shot. Who knows what impact that had on him last year. Debo Samuel hit the boot, scoot, and boogie. Second-year receivers usually take a jump. I don't like the vibes that I get with him for fantasy production. But I could be very wrong. I could be very, very wrong, and this guy could step in and be a really good player where you could see him in a tier like Rome Odunze, Rashee Rice, Zay Flowers. He could definitely get there this year. So we'll see. But for now, I'm keeping him down here. Devontae. He still got it. He's old. He's still got it. Filling that Cooper Kupp role, they seem just fine. Putting old guys in that place, and Devontae is superior to Cooper Kupp. And he's away from the cancerous Aaron Rodgers, and he finally gets a real quarterback. Frat Stafford, Veneer Stafford. And I don't know. I just think he's gonna have a good season this year, but again, he's like Mike Evans too, and he won't be around much longer. So that's why he's in F tier. Redraft, he'll be up there ways. I really do like him in LA. No, I can't do that. Yeesh. Chris, same old story. I just gave my spiel on him. There he goes. Jaden Higgins for this year is going to be here. But I'm putting Luther Burden right behind him because I like Luther way more. But Jaden Higgins' situation is just a tad bit better for this season, at least for now. This wide receiver room and wide receiver rooms in general can change so much so fast. It's so fluid. Who's going to get hurt? Who's going to get traded? What's going to happen? DJ Moore, Chicago Bears. Who knows what clears up for Luther to get some touches. I don't think he'll have a great year this year. But I think he is a first-round talent that got taken in the second. And I think if you can get his attitude right, which Ben Johnson did for J-Mo, so I think he can do it for Luther. And Luther went to the same high school as J-Mo. A lot of cool comparisons. And, I'm not afraid to invest in this guy, Luther Burden. Heck, I think I took him in one of my rookie drafts at the 212, or at the 112. So I took him over Caleb Johnson and Colston Loveland. So that's how I feel about him. But it's a long-term investment. It's not necessarily a this-year investment because I think Jaden Higgins this year will be a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I got to stop doing that. Jaden Reed. I love him and I hate him, 34 points week 1, so 27 points week 2, 2 catches the rest of the season. Bro made me fall in love with him in the first 2 weeks of the season, and then he hit a Casper. And now there's Matthew Golden there, Romeo Dobbs, Tucker Kraft. He's the wide receiver 3. So, and he's just getting older. He's good, man, but I don't know. He's just too inconsistent for me to like him, to put him higher. He's just too inconsistent. He's a gadget guy, and gadget guys are not good for fantasy. Love him as an NFL player, though. All right, Trey Harris, you're next, man. Yeah. Trey Harris. I don't know much about him. I know I like him at the Chargers. They got another weapon, and we'll see. Ole Miss prospects are usually pretty good. I can't remember the last time one went somewhere and was not good. So that's all I'm going to say about Trey Harris. And he's got Justin Herbert on his team. So enough said. He'll probably move up. I do know he's not a great prospect, though. So yeah, there's that. He's a good prospect. He's not great. He's no A.J. Brown prospect. He's no Elijah Moore prospect. But he is an Ole Miss prospect who was good. So we'll see. We'll see. Yahweh, Yahweh, holy is your name. Keon Coleman, I was super high on him last year. Overlooked how horrible of a route runner he is, and his role in that Buffalo offense was not creme de creme, or however you say it, cream of the crop, I'm going to go with. And yeah, he had an okay season. He'll have a better season. He's still not a good route runner. We'll see how Buffalo uses him. And he could definitely rise up these ranks, but for now, we're going to keep him down here. We're going to keep him down here. Pittman, don't like him. Shakir, don't like him. But I like him better than Keon, if I'm being honest. But only by a little bit. Cortland Sutton, Debo, Michael Pittman, Kyle Williams. Decent. Hopeful. Kyle Williams, hopeful. Debo, he's got more left in the tank. Got done dirty last year in Washington. If he wasn't so darn old, he'd be way up there. He's going to be good this year. But that's about it this year. Cortland Sutton, he's going to be good this year. But that's about it. Pittman, he's going to be good this year. Actually, I don't even know about that. Pittman's probably done. Pittman's probably cooked. But Williams, I like the prospect. I like the landing spot. He's just a late round pick. Third or fourth round pick. Can't remember. So that's why he's as low as he is. But the film don't lie. He's a dog. And he went to a really good team. They're not a great team yet. But they are young, rising superstars. So I think he's going to join the herd of young, rising superstars. We'll see, though. Anywho, little off topic there. Little back and forth. Little ADHD, but we got it done. Those are my rankings, Dynasty 2025-2026 for the wide receiver room. Next is tight ends. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Again, subscribe and like. Peace and love. Cheers.